Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So an interesting editorial was recently posted by Neowin, which I'll leave in the description if you'd like a more in-depth read, discussing the reason everyone stays on Chrome despite its terrible privacy track record. And I thought this was interesting because a lot of the points I do agree on. So I just wanted to share this with you guys. Now, first of all, if we head over to StatCounter, the global stats survey results for the month of April 2026 for your browsers across desktop and mobile. Here we can see Google Chrome way out in front. Nothing comes close to Chrome. And this is how it's been now forever. We can see 68.02%. Now, obviously, this could be put down to the dominance of Android and Chrome being bundled as the default browser. But according to the post, another reason that people stick with Chrome is because Chrome doesn't get too adventurous adding new user-facing features or big user interface overhauls. Unlike Firefox, who of late has been changing things up quite significantly. Edge also shakes things up quite a bit on a regular basis, and even Brave to some extent or the other. And every time a browser changes major user interface layouts, what it does is it alters the workflow of somebody, which at the end of the day then alienates their users, and then their market share falls. And then what these browsers also do, like Edge as an example, is it shoves a load of unnecessary features into the browser. And to some extent or the other, Google doesn't do this, which makes it a simpler browser for people to use. So by keeping the browser simple, familiar, and decluttered, it allows users to focus on the websites they are visiting rather than some feature or nag that obviously can get distracting and in the way of what you actually just want to do with the browser, and that's visit your websites and get the job done, so to speak. And another reason why Chrome is dominant is because Google can afford not to display ads in the actual browser. There's no ads in Google Chrome. Obviously, that's because Google is a major company with a major profit margin, so it can afford to put ads in Google search when you are doing Google searches, or on YouTube, instead of bogging down the browser directly with advertisements. So basically, over the last 20 years or so, Chrome hasn't changed much in regards to the user interface that we see today, and has opted for a much stable design. Now, of course, it goes without saying that the browser has changed various aspects of its appearance, which we have been talking about for the last couple of years on this channel. But it's done very incrementally so that the user doesn't notice too much. And I think I do agree with that. That due to the user interface that has stayed the same for a good couple of years, it doesn't get noticed by the user that much. And something else is that Google does a good job under the hood to keep the browser quick and snappy and fast. And I would say with all the browsers that we feature on this channel, I can definitely say that Google Chrome launches the fastest. So let me know your thoughts. Do you agree? While rivals like Firefox and Edge and Brave and so on, even Opera, push frequent UI overhauls and AI bloat, Chrome's almost boring, predictable design keeps users using the browser. That's why it's dominant in regards to its market share. Do you agree with the points raised in this video? I'd be interested to hear. Let me know your thoughts down below. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.